right side, it's the same procedure. But if you don't have a hydraulic jack, just know that before you raise it, before you raise the car using the manual jack, you want to make sure that you loosen the lug nuts of the tire with a tire iron while the tires are on the ground. This also applies if you don't have a impact driver, in which you can do the same thing while the tires race. So just make sure that if you don't have a hydraulic jack, that you loosen the tire while it's on the ground. If I try to do it now, the tire should spin, or that might not be the case for an all-wheel drive, but just make sure that's on the ground. Oh my God. Yeah, you can continue kicking, or you can use a sledgehammer. Make sure you don't hit the rim though. There we go. If it doesn't work on the bottom, just hit it on the other side. Okay. This one we had to use a breaker bar, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, got the caliper bolt, slide bolt out. Now we can take out the caliper. Need to hang it. Okay, take the springs out. This one's already dislodged. Okay. Take the caliper, take the brake pads out. And if it doesn't work, you need to pry bar. Take these out. Alright, so time to put our brake pads in. We actually get our brake pads from AutoZone because of their lifetime warranty. Which means that if you use up your brake pads, you can actually replace them 2 more times from AutoZone for the entire lifetime. And actually, for Uncle Lon, since he drives a lot, and he's a heavy footer, which means he brakes a lot, these brakes would probably last him a year with the lifetime warranty. What I mean by this is that for most people, it would probably be a lifetime. These brakes would actually probably last them a lifetime. But for Uncle Lon, you probably have to replace these every 6 months. Which means that these brakes would probably only last him a year because you can only replace them 2 more times. Man, why do I suck at this? Okay, we need to try it another way. Alright, that was way easier. There we go. Alright, so now we need to put these springs on. Show you the trick with the caliper so that we can pull back this piston. And the reason I'm showing this trick is that some people will not have this tool, which we use to pull back the piston. So instead, we're going to take any old C-clamp and then the old brake pads. We're going to put them on. Then we're going to take the C-clamp and then we're going to put it on so that we can basically use the brake pads to push that piston back. And if you get it in the right spot, you can just have that clamp in one spot, but usually you'll have to alternate between the two positions so it's even. Okay, so I'm going to do it with alternating. So every few turns you want to switch it to the other side so that it pushes in. Okay. Same thing on this side. Make sure you get some good traction on that. Good grip on that. Yeah, usually you use that method when you only have one piston. So since this is a double piston, we're going to use this regular tool. Have to squeeze a bit more. No, this is the other way. Okay. You know, I don't even need to have the brake pad in here, but I just have it in there just because. Okay, now we can put the caliper back on. Now I need to push these pistons in. Hey Burton, what's up? Now, did I replace everything? I did. Okay. And to take this out, I forgot to mention that on the other side. And then put the other bolt in. Oh, wrong one. Come on. Get in there. There we go. What's up, Burton? I'm kind of doing something here, Burton. See, Burton's always interested whenever I fix cars. He might become the first mechanic cat. This is torqued to 36 foot-pounds, which we already have the torque wrench set to. We might need to use the Milwaukee. Okay. What's up, Burton? What you doing? Okay. Just check. Ah! I do believe that is it. Wow. What was that? 20 minutes? Anything else? No, I don't think so. Alright, so after you're done, you just want to make sure that your entire workspace is clear. Like I said, you want to make sure that this thing is taken out. After that, you want to put the cap back on the brake fluid. I mean, as long as you don't have the back to do. You want to put the cap back on the brake fluid. You want to put the tires back on the wheel, or I mean on the rotor. And then after that, you want to pump the brakes a few times to make sure that the brake fluid is circulated through. And then you want to take it for a test run through your driveway. Make sure you don't drive on the street. Make sure you just do it in your driveway because you don't want to risk anything with the brakes failing. Alright, so I just showed you how to replace the front passenger side braking pads and rotors. Both of them. And actually, if you want to go into full depth on how to do each one, I have individual videos on them done on the driver's side. It's the same thing on the passenger side, but in reverse. But anyway, we're going to do the next video on the rear braking pads and rotor. So I'll see you there. But for now, I'm Aiman. Thanks for watching. If you like, comment, subscribe. Look at videos on EyeOnAiman, especially our videos on the Honda cars. This is our first time doing a video on the CRV. We have done videos on the Accord, the Civic, and the Insight, so go check those out. And I'll see you there. But for now, I'm Aiman. That's Burton. And signing out. Peace.